Hey guys, my name is Mel and I am back with another video talking about tips on how to use your GoPro. Now if you're like me and you have one of these cameras, you've probably done a fair amount of shopping online trying to find a selfie stick or something to hold this camera. Now if you go the GoPro brand mount, there are pretty decent options out there, but they're also a little pricey. So I'm going to show you real quick some of the options that are available out there and give you my thoughts on how well they worked. Then as a bonus at the end, if you want, I'll put a little timestamp here of when that is a tip on a multitasker that you might already have in your arsenal that will work perfect with your action camera. First off, let's start with why do you need a selfie stick or something to hold your action camera. In my case, it's the GoPro. You do fine to hold the camera out just like this and walk around all day long handheld. The stabilization on this camera, in particular the GoPro Hero 7 Black, is actually pretty good. Stabilization, now that is one of the key reasons people get selfie sticks, because when you're holding the camera handheld, you tend to shake it around a little bit more. Now if you add a little bit of weight and a little bit of like a handle onto the camera, then you have the possibility of stabilizing your footage a little better. Also, the microphones on this camera are pretty small. They're on different sides of the camera, so depending on what side you hold it on, you might not be hearing the audio from the outside or might not be hearing you talk. You might just be hearing the rubbing of your finger on the camera. So let's start off with option number one, and it is the GoPro Three Way. As you can see, there are lots of different ways for you to mount your GoPro or hold it. The thing I don't like about this particular mount is that it's, if you can hear it, it's made out of plastic. It doesn't feel very sturdy to me unless you remove everything and just use the handle part. You can attach the GoPro on the end here and then just hand hold it like this for a short little grip. Or you can extend it out. I've actually even seen people mount the GoPro on this end and use this handle here. Use this part as a handle for extra stabilization. On the bottom here is a little tripod mount, and if you remove this part here, then you have a little short handle that comes with it. Again, made of plastic, and I don't feel very comfortable leaving my camera or holding my camera on something like this. I feel like it's gonna break pretty easily. But you can attach it to the bottom of the three-way like this and then stand it up. But again, it's made of plastic, it's light, and I don't have a lot of faith having my camera on a mount like this. Although the GoPro is pretty durable, and if it fell over I wouldn't be worried about it falling over. It's just that if you have just that one moment to get the shot and your camera falls over right before then I'd be pretty upset. Right now the GoPro three-way mount is on sale, I believe for around $30 or $40. It is the Christmas season. Normal retail price, however, for this thing is almost $70. Now there are a lot of other cheap knockoff brands out there that look exactly like this, but if the GoPro version, this is just my personal opinion, take it with a grain of salt. If the GoPro version feels cheap in the hand, then I don't think that gives much hope to the off-brand, mass-producing Chinese company brands, per se. The next mount I'm going to bring up is this. This is actually a handle slash tripod that came with my GoPro Fusion. It's got the mount on the top. You can extend it to any size that you want. but you can get some pretty decent reach out of this, but it's not that long. I want to say this reaches maybe 2 feet. You can use it like a handle just like that, or use it like a tripod. Compared to the three-way, this handle is very well made. I use this a lot. I know it came with the Fusion, which is a GoPro's first 360 camera, but because it has the same type of GoPro mount on the end, I use it with the regular GoPros all the time. It's sturdy, it won't fall over. I have a lot of faith in this thing. I got it for free, and actually right now the GoPro Fusion is at its lowest price at around $300. When it first came out, that camera was nearly $700. You can still purchase the Fusion grip. It might be called the GoPro Max grip now, since that's GoPro's new 360 camera. But this one isn't cheap either, and comes in at $60 or $59.99. Now, why am I talking about how far you can reach with these selfie sticks or tripods, monopods, whatever you want to call them? Yes, the angle of view that the GoPro or any action camera has is very wide, but if you take a look at video footage out there, what looks better? A video that you're taking handheld about this far away from your face, or one that's on a selfie stick where you can hold the GoPro or that you can hold the action camera out further, because then you get to see not only the person that's in the video, but you can see everything that's going on around you. That's pretty much the benefit to having a wide angle lens or a action camera wide field of view. The next selfie stick out there, and this is one that I would actually recommend. It's made by Smatree. This is the Smatree telescoping selfie stick. The aluminum version comes in at $28.99, and there's also a carbon fiber version that comes in at just under $50. A quarter 20 mount on the bottom is what you connect the tripod legs to. A quarter 20 tripod mount on the top, and also comes with a GoPro tripod adapter. Little knob here so you can adjust which way the camera's pointed at, and then 2 little knobs here to extend the stick. This stick is actually decently long. Closed, this selfie stick is about 17 inches. Fully extended, this goes about, well, I have it right here. It comes out to almost 3.5 feet. Very good reach. On a budget, this is probably one of the better products out there. It's made out of aluminum. The locking knobs are solid. The ball head is easy to adjust and can be put at a 90-degree angle. And it has this locking nut right here on the end. This also comes with a cell phone holder and one of these thumb screws. These are the legs that come with it. You just screw it right on the bottom, open the legs up, and stand it up. These are solid. This is a solid choice for tripod legs, and as long as it's not too windy out, I would trust this holding up my camera any day. Now, what if you just want to get the best reach possible? Well, I have here this carbon fiber pole made by Telesin, which is 106 inches long, fully extended. There's also a medium setting that is about 56 inches long, I think. So this one reaches almost 9 feet. You just pull out the ends here. You pull until it's locked in place, in tension here, and then you just keep on going until you have it fully extended. I hear people asking how you get this selfie stick to reach in the middle level. Well, it's really easy actually. You take this rubber grommet, you pull it down until it can't go anymore, which is after the first 2 sections have been extended. And now that it's stuck in this position, you just lock it into the bottom, and there you go. That's the selfie stick set to halfway. Now, the downside of this selfie stick is that it's made of carbon fiber, so I don't believe that it's gonna break. But because it's so thin, when you have a camera this weight on the end, it does kind of make the selfie stick like kind of bow. It's also got a 1/4 20 mount on the bottom, so if you wanted to, you could put it on the end of a tripod, but I wouldn't put it on a tripod without a counterweight on the end or some kind of weight on the end, because with the camera high up on the selfie stick like this and just on a set of tripod legs on the ground, it will easily fall over. The next selfie stick slash monopod out there that's actually my #1 favorite monopod slash selfie stick ever, and it's the Bushman Monopod. This one is the version 2. There are actually 2 versions of the Bushman Monopod. Version 1, which is this one, you can get it for about $118. This one, version 2, you can get for about $140. What's the difference? Version 2 is a little bit smaller and much more easy to carry around if you're, say, traveling. Both of these monopods, when fully opened, open to a height of 60.6 inches. At the top, they both have 1/4 20 tripod mounts, and also on the bottom. They also both come with a set of tripod legs and a counterweight. And if you're interested, there's a carbon fiber version, which is just called the Bushman Pole. But this one doesn't extend as far as the Bushman monopods do. When fully open, this one opens to a length of 47.25 inches. Now, if you're interested, I did an unboxing of everything that came when I ordered these monopods. But in the future, after I use them for a little, I'm going to give you a thorough comparison of all 3 of these monopods and which one works best, and also which one, in my opinion, is best for you. They're all priced very differently. They're a little bit on the pricey side for what they do, but they are the best quality monopods I've ever used in my entire life. Now to the point of this video. If you don't want to spend any more money and you were already into photography or videography like me before you got into all of these different accessories that they have out there, you probably already had a tripod handy. No, I'm not saying open up the tripod and use it like you would with a normal camera. But if you have a tripod like this, and this one's by Newer, there's a good chance that your tripod also converts into a monopod. Very simply, you have your typical tripod here, and one of these legs detaches to become a monopod. They retail for around $60, but now, because of all the Christmas sales, and actually these kinds of tripods go on sale pretty often, you could probably get a decent one for around $30 or $40. Now, I'm a huge fan of multitasking, so rather than buying one monopod or selfie stick and all it does is hold my action cameras, now I have a tripod that I can use my cameras with, my regular cameras with, and then when the time comes, remove one leg, the monopod part, and use it as a selfie stick. You just have to make sure that they have these removable legs. I did a lot of research around this and actually ended up buying the wrong kinds of tripods slash monopods that didn't work this way. But this one's made out of aluminum. It's got the twist locks and removable rubber legs. 99% of the time, if you look online and you are trying to buy a monopod slash tripod that you can do this with, if the rubber legs don't come off like this completely, chances are this monopod isn't what you need, and I'm going to show you what we're talking about in a little bit. If this is what you're trying to do, stay away from the monopods that have the spiked feet, because those typically don't come off completely. Now, when you remove the rubber foot on the end of your monopod here, you get a 3/8 screw. And if you go on Amazon, you can get a pack of these for fairly cheap. I think $5 to $10. You'll get a pack of these. This one is a male to male 1/4 20. And this one is a male 3/8 to male 1/4 20. The male 1/4 20 to male 1/4 20 adapter is the one that you're looking for. You just screw it right on the end here, the end of your monopod. Grab your tripod adapter for your GoPro mount, and there you have it. a sort of DIY selfie stick for your GoPro or action camera. When I say GoPro, I mean like any action camera, because every action camera out there is made to work with the GoPro ecosystem. Now with this monopod leg fully extended, it comes up to almost 5 feet. It's made of aluminum. It's very good quality, and it's a little bit thicker than the other monopods slash selfie sticks that I've talked about. This, I would have no issues putting my GoPro on the end of and holding it off, say, the edge of a cliff. It's not gonna break. This is a super sturdy way of holding your action camera when you're out and about. And when you break down the monopod portion of this tripod, it pretty much breaks down to about the size of this Smatree telescoping selfie stick. Now, of course, if you're doing something like a time lapse and you really need that sturdiness, now you have a tripod with you. You just take this end off, reattach it to your tripod. Pretty much all of these monopods slash tripod setups come with a screw like this. That's a 3/8 to a 1/4 20-inch end. So then you can decide which end you want coming out the top of the tripod. So then all you basically do is make sure that you got the 1/4 20 on the business end, screw your tripod adapter on, and there you go. You've got a super stable tripod holding your camera for however long, doesn't matter if it's windy or anything out there, and guarantee you it's not gonna fall over unless something comes along and pushes it over. The other added bonus of this kind of tripod slash monopod is they usually come with an extension tube. So if you really needed an extra foot's worth of an extension, you just take the screw that's holding it in here, attach it to the end of your monopod, and now when you have this fully extended with the extension tube in the middle, now you've got yourself an almost 6 foot sturdy as heck monopod holding your GoPro out. And there you have it. If you're looking for a monopod for your action camera and you own one of these tripods, you probably only need to shop for one of these adapters and maybe a 1/4 20 GoPro adapter. But if you have a budget action camera, you probably already have one of these. So let me know in the comments below. Do you have any tips or tricks when it comes to using your budget action camera or your GoPro? If you want to see more videos like this, I would love it if you would subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
When you come, everything just turns around. I get stunned by your drum. I follow you into the sun. Shoot a race like a shotgun.